If we take a look at the calendar, we can see when we next face Barcelona. We've got Las Palmas away next, then it's Atletico, followed by Valencia, and then Barca in the league. So 3 matches before that game against them, the second time we'll play them this season. And if results go our favour in the other games that Barcelona play, and they end up being just 2 points ahead of us, they're 5 at the moment, but obviously if we win and they lose, that will be back down to just 2. And then we have the game against them. If we beat them in that, we'd go top. A lot has to go our way, but maybe the title race isn't over just yet. Hello everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to our My Player Career Mode. As always, thank you all so much for your incredible support, and thank you for taking the time to watch one of my videos. I hope you are all doing fantastic and having an awesome day. Alongside league action, we are in the Champions League quarterfinals. Apologies if you missed the last video. I've kind of already spoilt it there. But a 3-0 victory over Roma at their place. We won the first leg 4-2. I grabbed a hat-trick in the second leg. Led us to take on Bayer Leverkusen then, who we will be playing the first leg of that in today's video, as you can see right there. So we've got Las Palmas first. I won't be playing the international friendlies with England. Then it's Atletico Madrid, and then Bayer Leverkusen first leg. And in the following episode, Valencia, Bayer Leverkusen, and Barca. So some incredible games coming your way. Without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy as we head into the first game of the episode, taking on Las Palmas. As always, the 2 lineups on your screen, and we are into the first game of the day then. Couple of things that I want to mention as we begin today's episode. The like target, 900 as usual. I'm sure you lot will smash it. You are all legends. I thank you all so much for watching as we will score the opening goal of the game. And the second thing is that a few of you have been asking me, will we go back to playing left wing or right wing once we leave Villarreal, or if we leave Villarreal? And the answer to that is yes. We're only playing as a striker for the remaining time that we are here, just to fill the fact that realistically, squad depth-wise, I think we had to play up front just to make sure the results were still going our way. And it looks like, my friends, as the first game of the day has started, we are already in front looking for the first 3 points of today. Buchanan, with 8 minutes to go. Las Palmas have grown into this first half quite well. It's just a shame for them. They started the game off so poorly by conceding so early on. Ledson, edge of the penalty area. Buchanan again. And for us, we've got to remain concentrated here that we don't allow them back on level terms. Stanisic joining the attack as he back heels to Buchanan. Buchanan to Fabio Silva. It's the edge of the penalty area. Nice move. Ledson shot blocked. A follow-up shot from Fabio Silva blocked. Can we clear the ball now, though? The answer is no. Jonathan Vieira to keep the pressure on Fabio Silva's efforts. Tipped behind by Rulli. And that was the best moment from the home side so far. 3 minutes to go until half-time, and Villarreal hoping that we will be going into the break 1-0 in front. But El Shaarawy trying to change that right here, and you can see we really have not dominated the rest of this first half, as a shot from the edge of the penalty area still not cleared. And now I believe there is a free kick given for a handball against Fabio Silva, and that takes some of the pressure off for us. Calabria driving us forwards. He's got space in front of him. He plays Avila. Avila can find the ball to my feet. The touch to get us away. There was 2 challenges that came through, though. Every time I get the ball, there's always 2-3 players on me from Las Palmas. They've recognised what they need to do to stop us. What a ball from Fabio Silva to El Shaarawy, and Rulli saves. The match facts in the first half far in favour of the home side, and for us, we need a second goal to stop Las Palmas' momentum, because the game is swinging in their favour right now, and it's only a matter of time, you feel, before they will find their equaliser. They got a chance before half-time to do it, and that one there from Rulli has just made a good save in order to keep us in front. And it's still Las Palmas on the ball with Jonathan Vieira. Edge of the penalty area once more. We've got to be careful here. We don't give away a challenge or a penalty as he goes back here to Ojeda. Right now, we just cannot get out of our defensive third, which it might result in a shot once more. It does. Rulli again is there. Trigueros on the ball, and he's found a great ball out wide here to Avila. It's a fantastic pick out. Avila put the ball in, and he does. I should have buried it. I've just missed what can only be described as a sitter by my standards. All the goal to aim at, and I head it straight at the goalkeeper. Do not tell me we're going to be fuming and ruining that missed chance, because Las Palmas will get an equaliser here. Ball over the top. Cucurella's done well. I can't believe I've not buried that chance. Cucurella's ball will find me, does it? It does. It's a great first touch as well to get us away from the challenge of Izzo. And now we're inside the penalty area. He needs some support, or can we go alone? We can go alone! And that is the redemption shot! Missed a sitter moments before, but I'm not going to miss that one. That one was harder to score than the other. But sometimes that happens, doesn't it, in football? You miss the easy chances, you bury the hard ones. The reason I'm saying it was a hard chance was because the first touch on the ball over the top from Cucurella was not easy to get away from Izzo, but when we do, nobody in the box, go alone across goal into that far corner. And the blushes for that earlier miss are spared for us. Here is Calabria, right-hand side, can put a cross in. Morales picks it up. Trigueros sends it to me once more, trying to open up the angle. Back across goal, it's 3! And it's the hat-trick as well. We will run over to the corner flag where there is some Villarreal fans to celebrate. We take another match ball, and it feels like most things we do are turning into goals. Could say it was overplayed, but as soon as we shift it to open up the angle, back across goal, it's too simple. You've got to stop me from getting the space to hit the shot in the first place. Not great goalkeeping though, I will be honest, but maybe that's why Las Palmas have struggled this season. Not sure where they are, but I think they're down the bottom end of the table, if not in the relegation zone. El Shaarawy, 10 minutes still to play. Las Palmas, though, it looks like a difficult task to salvage anything from this point. It's doable, but it would take something miraculous. Trigueros now can play it through. Am I onside, or will we see the offside flag go up? We do not see the offside flag go up for 4 now. It's 4-0 Villarreal, and it is becoming a fantastic day for me personally. We've got 4. I tell you what, I know I said I'm switching back to left wing or right wing once we do move on, but we would make one heck of a striker, it feels like, because everything is going wonderfully in front of goal for us here today. And there's the full-time whistle. Villarreal 4, Las Palmas 0. Funny to think that earlier on in the game, Las Palmas were the ones asking questions. We weren't really threatening the goal. In the end, we've scored 4. I went ahead and simmed the 2 games that we had for England. They were both international friendlies. A 2-1 victory over Canada and a 2-2 draw to China, which takes us then into this game right here against Atletico Madrid. It's a huge match for us, especially because right now, Barcelona sit on 75 points, which must mean they've dropped some more points because the gap is only 3. What was the result in their game? They drew to Celta 1-1. Wow. Well, as the season's going on, and as we're getting closer and closer to seeing who will lift the title, Barcelona are having their moments of slip-ups. Just 3 points separates us and them. They take on Eibar next, and that is the day after we play Atletico. So we have to win here to keep the pressure on. If we win now, that'll move us to 75 points. It'll be the exact same as them, and they'll go into the Eibar game knowing they need a result. And here we are then, Atletico's team on the left, ours on the right. It's a good side, but you knew that. And one player in particular we know all too well for his quality in goal, Jan Oblak. Let's hope we find a way past him today and we can pick up 3 points. Rulli, forced long, finds Musiala. Good control. Now Parejo to Avila, to Milan. Milan looking for the run of Musiala. Gave it away to Koke. He plays it forward for Scamacca. Now Rodrigo de Paul. Looking over the top to João Felix, whose control lets him down, but he still keeps it here. Scamacca goes for goal, and Rulli claws it out with the right hand. First chance of the game falls the way of the home side, and Rulli had to be alert. Very good goalkeeping. Corner ball for us to defend, though. Szoboszlai over to take it, and we cannot let Atletico go in front right here. Delivery into the near post. Cucurella's there, but he doesn't get to the header. Mancini does for Atletico, and again it's Rulli, the hero of Villarreal. But we are not done. White has to win it. He has won it. And now we can get away. But 2 moments of quality from our goalkeeper. The reason the score is still 0-0. We highlighted Jan Oblak. Well, how about Rulli, ladies and gentlemen? Heroic stuff from him. Parejo, good turn. Musiala finds my feet. Looking to get the shot away if I can, and we can. Oblak will save. I was just trying to open up the angle and test him for the first time in the game. We do so. But that's what he's about. Back across goal. We saw her score a couple of those in the last game. Not here today. It's going to take more than that to get past Bernard Black. As Parejo's corner into the middle. It's a decent enough delivery. Skriniar away. Musiala keeps it alive. Diop on the shot. Oh, Black palms it out. And if we'd have reacted quicker, it may have been the opening goal. Scamacca. Felix. Felix has seen the run of Rodrigo de Paul, who's smashed it across for Coman, and Rooney again. Yes, he's loving it. So am I. I mean, he's not loving the fact that the defence in front of him aren't preventing these shots, but he is having an outstanding game inside 25 minutes. You saw the reaction of Simeone. He's probably thinking, how are we not leading this game? Now Parejo, just calm it down and get on the ball for us. Ball has worked its way through. Milan has got a run on the right-hand side, plus me as well. Musiala, oh, it's beautiful. Musiala gets us through, and I absolutely messed the chance completely. 110 million%. João Felix, we've backed off him here, allowed the shots, and Rooney will make the save, but I'm sure he will not be happy again about his defence in front of him because there was no real protection. They just allowed João Felix the opportunity to go for goal. Szoboszlai, now Scamacca. That's better from Ben White, who's in quickly. Diop, a minute added on by the referee, and that will take us into half-time. The score is 0-0 here. In many ways, though, this also could work against us, knowing what's happening with Barcelona. Scamacca surely has to give Atletico the lead, and he does. And it's just as I'm saying, it can also work the opposite way. We know that because Barca are dropping points, they've given us a glimmer of hope that we have to really get the result. Before we were playing for really just top four, if anything. We weren't really looking for a title. We were enjoying our football. But now we know there's a chance. It adds that little bit of pressure. And Scamacca, as the second half has got underway, has given Atletico a lead that Simeone is bouncing around about. But for us, means that if Barcelona beat Eibar and this stays the same, that gap will increase at the top of the table. Tough game for Atletico up next as they take on Napoli. And here is Coman, left-hand side. If they go 2-0 up here, is that the end? Villarreal's chances. Scamacca side netting. For a moment, it looked as if the ball had nestled in the top corner. I'm sure a few inside the Wanda Metropolitano thought the same thing. But it is not. It's in the side netting, and it's still 1-0. 10 minutes to play. It's now or never for us, you feel, because we are running out of time, and that glimmer of hope that we had is quickly diminishing. Ball over the top. Oh, is it a mistake? It is! We're on it, but there's no real opportunity for me to look for a shot, so I'm going to have to try and keep hold of the ball for now and try and recycle the attack and make something of it at a later time. Diop, back heel for Parejo to Musiala. Musiala to myself as we try and get through. And it's a game of nearly moments for us. Again there, we do well to get on the mistake, but then we just can't create the chance at the end of it. Musiala, what was that, mate? Usually so calm, so composed, just gives the ball away. We haven't been at our best today, Villarreal, and you're seeing it. Morales' ball will find me. Cucurella continues his run down the left. 2 minutes remain. Salvage a draw, and there's still a chance. Cucurella, what's the pass about, though? I'm trying to win it straight back. Look at the work rate. It's not going to matter, though, in the end if the score stays 1-0. Diop. Musiala into my feet. Skriniar's in so quickly, but I battle away to keep it. Parejo. Avila. The latest of another misplaced pass. Scamacca takes it forward. Cucurella to keep it alive. No, because Kondogbia has it back. And that, my friends, will be that. Atletico 1, Villarreal 0, the full-time score. And that might be the results that has diminished that glimmer of hope that we had. I will be astonished if Barcelona have lost against Eibar. It's the Champions League quarterfinals for us, though, next, as we have Bayer Leverkusen. But I do just want to take a look at the La Liga table. And as you see, Barcelona return to winning ways. A 4-2 victory over Eibar. We take on Valencia next. They have Las Palmas. We saw Las Palmas earlier, and they are in the relegation zone. They're dead bottom of the league right now, so you expect that Barca will win that one as well. Attention changes to the Champions League then, and it's Bayer Leverkusen. Our opponents. I am still doing training, so we are about to hit level 34, and there you go, set piece specialist unlocked. And I did say that when we unlock that perk, I will use it, so let me go ahead and change it now. Poacher, first time shot. I think I'll take off first time shot to activate the set piece specialist. Right, we know how important this game is, and we've even got some points as well. You know what? Let me put those points in. I'll be back in a sec. And that takes us to 89 overall, which I think as well gives us the ability to request a wage increase. So there we go. 71 grand is what we're on now. And a lot of the decisions to do as well, as we are player of the month. Once more. This is like our 4th one of this particular season. So shows you the season we are having. But it all will not matter if there is not a league title at the end of it. So, yeah, but we can focus back on the league in a moment. Well, next episode, in fact, because now we travel to the Bay Arena. And there's the 2 lineups. Captain Cruz for Leverkusen. But this is a real opportunity for us to advance to a semi-final of the Champions League. This being leg 1, we want to set ourselves up with victory here so that we can have a nice, easy second leg back at our place. Let's see if that ends up being the case, though. It's interesting to see that Leverkusen have still got Florian Wirtz, so he remains at the Bay Arena. And I'm sure at this point in time, he's probably 90 rated, if not high 80s. They've also got En-Nesyri up front, a very, very good centre-forward. So we will have to be at our best defensively to ensure that we keep them quiet tonight, Leverkusen. Whilst on the flip side, we'll look for chances ourselves. And this might be the first of them. Diaby's ball to En-Nesyri. First save of the game for Rulli. I didn't even highlight Diaby as well, and he is another one of their quality players. So although I said it's a great opportunity for us, we will still have to put in the performance. It's not a given that we will advance to the Champions League semi-finals. Ivan Martin's ball, Parejo. Arnold in the way, and before Villa gets the chance to get the ball under control, Leverkusen are on him with a flash, and you can see the press has just been put on here, and it's a mistake made by Botman. Florian Wirtz with a strike, and it'll allow Rulli to catch it. We cannot be doing that in a Champions League quarter-final. Diaby, and it's just wave after wave right now, Leverkusen attacks. We honestly have not been able to win this ball back and get out of our half. 10 minutes in, and it's a free kick in a really dangerous position. Cruz standing over it, and Rulli will turn it behind. And it's a corner ball to defend, but we've got to try and get this ball away because the pressure is relentless from Leverkusen, who will only grow in confidence the longer this goes on. Musiala, Calabria will smash it away. And now it's a chance for me to challenge Fofana. I didn't even go for the header because I didn't really think I was going to win it. So I was hoping he'd maybe miss it and that would let me get the chance to go forward. Not the case. It's back with them again. Robertson, under pressure by a Villa. Allowed to turn and find Cruz though. Cruz can play Arnold. Arnold can play Diaby. Diaby can find Wirtz! And there's the goal that's been coming inside 15 minutes. Bayer Leverkusen rewarded for their hard work. Villarreal, work to do. Not good from the Spanish side. I've already said it's not a given that we're through to the semi-finals. Yes, the draw, you could argue, was favourable for us given the circumstances and who maybe we could have got. But if you're in the quarter-final of the Champions League, you're a real side, and that's what we're finding here against Bayer Leverkusen. Villarreal have not started this game well whatsoever, and they're punished for that. This is, after all, the Champions League, and you don't get away with slow starts. And En-Nesyri, as interception comes through from us, and I've been able to get the pass off here and get it back as well. Here is Diop. What can he do with the ball at his feet here? Sofiane Diop. We've not seen enough of Villarreal's danger men. Diop being one of them, but his pass is poor as he gives it away. And Diop again with another misplaced pass. What are we doing tonight? He's not the only player to have started this game off poorly because there's a number of us giving the ball away cheaply. And En-Nesyri's not going to miss. We are crumbling at the seams. And Bayer Leverkusen are loving life. It's 2-0 before half-time. And this is going appallingly. Are we about to be out of the Champions League and the league in the same episode? We weren't really in the league. I don't know why I'm talking about the league. We weren't really in it. But the Champions League, I said it last episode, I have a really good feeling. And I even said in that, remind me of that when we go into the next round and get knocked out. Well, look what's happening. The frustration is mounting for Villarreal. You've just seen it again. Diop's header finds Arnold. And Leverkusen are laughing their way to a chance. They must be thinking, what has happened to the team who played against Roma, who scored 7 over the 2 legs because we've not threatened at all here. I've barely had a sniff of a chance. Villarreal barely had the ball in Leverkusen's half. And this is painful to watch, my friends. Painful to play as well. Diop here, Mafio slides in, wins it. Honestly, we cannot find an answer to Leverkusen's defence. To be fair, one chance, one goal, and maybe, just maybe, we can do the job in the second leg. Here is Calabria. Lovely ball back into my feet. Calabria finds me, and there's the shot for the first time in the night. The first time that Sanchez has been tested. It's taken 66 minutes. And it was a relatively routine save for him as well. Parejo's corner. Fofana heads away. I don't ever ask for it. It just always seems to come my way. Parejo with another chance to put the ball into the box. That's good. I'm there with a challenge, but I can't win it. It's away first time. We keep it alive here, though, for another opportunity. And then the pass from me ends up finding a player in red. Do not let them play this ball out easily. Marcao put under pressure here. And put under pressure so much so that we win it back for Villarreal. And we need to pick out the right pass to a Villa. He's got to score. He's got to score. Botman. White. 2 minutes remain. Leverkusen will be happy at 2-0. They can go to Spain and look to see the game out. Finish the game 0-0. They're through to a semi-final of the Champions League. For us, it means we have to go and score. We know that. Calabria, 1 goal now. Maybe it's a different story. Fofana heads away. We're not on the second ball. We're not on the third ball. It's been the story of the night for Villarreal, and Florian Wirtz and Bayer Leverkusen are going to take a huge first leg victory back as they will face us in Spain. The frustration in my voice is there. You can probably hear it because I am livid with that performance. The first 15 minutes, we were put under tremendous pressure. But throughout the game, up until the 65th minute, where we finally got a shot away on Sanchez, we were misplacing passes. We were making mistakes that you just don't get away with in the Champions League. All we had to do was hold on to our stars. We had a team that was good enough to challenge for the league, that was good enough to challenge for the Champions League. But when you sell your best players, you don't replace them. And we look at our squad hub here as well. For example, Ivan Martin started that game at right midfield. He's 75 rated. Nothing against him. But in a Champions League quarter-final, if you're starting a 75 rated player, you're already in for a tough game. Alongside me, Milan started up front. Or was it a Villa, in fact? A Villa started up front. Yes, he scored goals this season. But again, it's the Champions League quarter-finals. It is a huge, huge job next time out for us. And what an episode it is to have. Valencia, Leverkusen, and Barcelona. By next episode, we might be out of every possible trophy that we can fight for still. So that's something to look forward to, my friends. Saltiness aside, I do hope that you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, a like would be greatly appreciated. As always, I really, really appreciate all of your love and support on this series and all of the nice comments. So keep them coming. I will try and reply when I can. But until next time, let's take a quick look at our overall appearances, goals and assists. There they are for you on screen. A market value apparently of over 200 million. So be interesting to see who does make an offer for us in the transfer window. Until next time, stay safe, everyone. Have a great day. Have a great evening. And I'll see you back here for the next episode. Look forward to it, but it's going to have to be the performances of a lifetime. Until then, stay safe. Adios.